Hi, Collective. I'm Ancient, and I have a message for someone. Before God, the universe, blesses you with your person, I need you to go within and truly ask yourself these simple questions. Are you ready? Now, hold on. Some of you answered that too quickly. Really think about it. Are you ready for someone real, true, loyal, stable, honest, forthright, someone who embodies integrity, someone who has a moral compass, someone who's rare, who's genuine? Are you yourself ready? Have you done the work? Have you forgiven yourself for past relationships? Do you still harness negative residue, negative attachments when you think about exes? If the answer is yes, that you still get upset, you still haven't done the work. The work is you forgiving yourself for being a different person when you were in that connection. But again, as I always stated, all of our interactions are interconnected. It's to teach us parts of ourselves that we need to focus on, we need to heal, we need to grow from. When you have healed that part of you and truly have forgiven your ex, even if they haven't changed, remember, forgiveness is never about the other person. Forgiveness is for you so that you can fully close a chapter, so that you can fully transform and transmute that energy. The thing is, if you haven't forgiven yourself, if you haven't forgiven the other party, you cannot yet be ready to receive what God is trying to give you. Because some of you are manifesting, are calling in a partner that will change your life in ways unimaginable. And it's because of karmic justice. No, you're not perfect. No one is. But your intentions have always been for someone else's highest good and also for yours. Perhaps it wasn't the best approach, or perhaps you're someone that's very passionate with your words and it's interpreted as anger. But you're not an angry person, you're a loving soul. But you are also very protective over yourself because you know your own worth and value. And so when people infiltrate or try to come into your life that you feel is wasting your time, or people who is belittling you, you take it as major disrespect. However, remember that every single person is on a different timeline, frequency, a different time of growth and evolution and development within themselves, their experiences, their childhood woundings, their family karmic debts. It's going to be different than yours. And thus, how they handle situations is also going to be different than yours. That's why it's important that all of us never really focus on the other person, that we focus on ourselves because we do not know what that person's karmic debt is that perhaps need to be paid because of generational karma, because of the lack of guidance and love and healing within their own family unit. As I stated before, you want to get to know someone, look at their childhood. And if they haven't done the work, if they were raised in a toxic environment, you cannot expect the person to treat you well or treat you to the level of what your expectations are. And it's not to give that person an excuse, but it's for you to understand there could be a series of many reasons. It could be the lack of love that they didn't experience themselves growing up, the lack of guidance. It could be ancestral lineage, it can be cultural differences, systemic differences that handicap people's ability to show love, to give love, to receive love. So it's essential and it's imperative that when you are dealing with people that you deal with them from a space of where they are at and not their potential. It's important to receive people for where they are at. Now, receiving them does not mean you have to agree, but you can't get upset with someone who needs to be healed. If there's an energy that's not treating you correctly, whether it's romantic or non romantic, you have free reign and will to remove yourself from that person's life, from that situation. If you yourself willingly decide to stay around that person, interact with that person, you also have to hold yourself accountable. Staying with the person does not change their actions. The only thing that you can control is yourself. Most importantly, remembering that everyone is on a different frequency timeline as it relates to healing. It's time to forgive. Once you forgive, you'll meet your person. And not just, I'm talking about true and honest forgiveness for all the wrongdoings that you've experienced. Once you walk through that portal of forgiveness, that's when the universe will bless you. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.